On today's video, I'd like to give you guys a few tips and tricks for you to know in the beginning of your journey through Galaxy. These little tips will help you progress through the game. Just get yourself active throughout the day. Know exactly what you need to be doing, as well as how you can benefit the most in your early stage of this game. So sit back. Don't forget to slap a like on the video. Let's go. Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Gekko Gaming. We're back with another Infinite Galaxy video. Remind you, we have the Galactic Geckos in Nebula 14. We're growing strong and doing big things. If you guys want to be part of the community, make sure you use our link down below to download the game. We are a sponsored creator by Infinite Galaxy. So here we go. At this stage, we are at a point where we're about to go into our zone 2, but it's been about a week that we've been playing, give or take, something like that. And within that week, we picked up a bunch of little trips and like little things, tips, tricks, trips that we did along the way in this game in order to guarantee that we know how to best optimize our time. And so here are a few tips for you in how you can best optimize your time, remain with your alliance long term, and be beneficial to the alliance and all that good stuff. Point number 1 is gather on territory whenever you're AFK. Like in every other game, there's plenty of territory. Your alliance needs to be striving to get as much territory as it can, because each star system is a little bit different, has different types of resources available, and you really want to make sure that you have all the resources covered and available in your territory so that people can go out and gather in territory. Not only gathering spots, not only the asteroids, which you can gather on, but also planets. Gathering on planets is also very beneficial and very, very helpful. Your alliance territory can have a lot of benefits from people doing planetary development, gathering in certain planets, as well as in general help out the alliance gather alliance reserves. Getting marauders is fairly easy. You just go to the bottom of the map right there on the blue radar. You want to make sure you are in the star system that you want to search in. And I want to search in my home star system, not far away. Go into here, find yourself a marauder to kill, and keep doing that until you're down to no energy. Great rewards, helps your alliance quite a lot, gaining points more and more and more. And so I think that you definitely want to be doing this as much as you can. Point number 2 is you should be focused on researching up pretty much to tier 6s and above. The way that you should consider on how to evolve your ship works in 3 parts. You obviously want to do the storyline down below, the yellow on that left side. You want to keep doing those as much as you can. Keep getting those rewards. It'll guide you through a lot of the work. But realistically speaking, you really want to get to a point where you're pushing your command center and your research center to the highest levels you can. As you can see, our top highest buildings are command center and research center. And the reason for that is you want to be building tier 6 and above troops as fast as you can. We've unlocked our first one today, and we're going to unlock the other 2 probably later today. The way you unlock troops in this game is pretty straightforward. You just keep researching up, and that's about that. Some of these researches will require of you to finish other researches. As you reach tier 5s, you start having to get the shields up all the way. But essentially, the researches will tell you kind of where you need to be when it comes to building levels and all that good stuff. So it will continually guide you through where you want to be. And you really want to be focused on that military research very, very much. I urge you to start, though, with development. Get both your cloud computing up as much as you can, and then your modularized construction. That way you get extra construction speed and extra research speed. Very, very important, because some of these researches are going to take a while. But once you get these 2 out of the way, you start going towards the military and continually max out your military. Reality is, in the beginning, spamming a little bit of T1s is a good thing, so you have gathering marches and all that good stuff. But when it comes to actual war, you really want to try to get tier 5s at least, if not tier 6s, and really push your power and your weight in the tier 5s and above category, and not spam too many T2s, T3s, and even T4s in this specific game. And so we are now at the T6 level. We pushed a little bit of T5s, and our primary target is going to be pushing tier 6s. So research up to tier 6s. It's important. The next tip that you should know is that troops actually change based on their tier. Not every troop is the same thing. So if we take a quick peek, you can see that the destroyer level 2 on tier 6's destroyers, they are a missile guided type of troop. But if we go into T5s, they are lasers. And in T4s, they are missiles. In T3s, they're lasers, T4s, and so forth and so on. So when you go a higher tier all the time, it doesn't mean that the latest tier is actually the best for you. If, for example, at some point in time, you want to build a laser-focused fleet that's going to have a laser-focused flagship with a ton of buffs, and it's only looking for laser weaponized ships to fight with, then you're going to want to take these T5s. This is lasers, right? These in T5s, I believe these, this is a kinetic. That's a laser in T6, but it's a kinetic in T5. And so you're going to want to be mixing it up. Bottom line, not every troop is the same type. What you're looking for is you're looking for the type of weaponry those troops have. And if you're doing a laser-focused fleet, for example, having T4 laser troops is better than having T5 non-laser troops. That's a small tip that you should know about. Number 4, flagships and crew members really matter. As a content creator, I've been hoarding a lot of these materials to get in the second channel, our brand new channel, Galactic Geckos. Also linked in the description down below. We uploaded the first video where we unlocked 95 crew members. I do it for content, the hoarding, but you should not be doing it. Get your crew members out as quickly as you can. Level up your flagships as much as you can. Get yourself in a good shape quick. Having a ton of chests to open for a video is great for the content creator, but it's really bad for me as a player, which is why right after this recording, we're going to open a bunch of these in a separate video for the Galactic Gekko channel that is going to start posting more frequently. Again, in link in the description down below if you want to come join that. I'd really appreciate you guys joining our new channel, helping grow that community. So that's tip number 4, I believe. Crew members and flagships, just get them. Keep getting them nonstop whenever you can. Point number 5 is campaign, and it ties up with everything. I currently can't beat campaign 2.7 because my flagships are too weak, and that's just dumb. I'm wasting a lot of time getting progress rewards, which would give me more of these points, which could give me more blueprints of ships. So for me to not be focusing on campaign is a very bad thing. You should focus on campaign, get as many campaigns as you can. The three coins right there at the 3 yellows, which means you successfully did all 3 star rating targets. Once you have 3 stars, you're going to start gaining every single day campaign medals, which you can then exchange for blueprints and a bunch of other things. You definitely want to be getting as many credits as you can as quickly as you can. But for that, you need flagships. That ties to the last point. Campaign, very important. Alliance helps is point number 7, and it's kind of nutty. Because while you're in the spaceport view, you will see down at the bottom right there where you saw previously, help button that you can help everybody. But when you're out here in the star system or even on the galaxy, that button does not tend to pop up. Which means you're going to have to be able to go into Alliance and go to Alliance Help and then manually click Help for everybody. Make sure you're doing that consistently. It's annoying as all hell, but I'm sure you can go here really quickly and click Help and move on with whatever you're doing. So keep clicking Help and asking for help. Our Alliance actually went on to spend a little bit of Alliance technology on making sure we have a little bit of extra help. Our help time is level 2, which means we got 10 extra helps per member in our Alliance, right? And so much more discounts on the time of researches and all that. Keep clicking helps, keep asking for helps. In this game, helps are a little bit frustrating, just so you know. You're might want to have to ask a couple of times for help. And there it is, another help. So click it and move on to our next point. Our next point is teleport energy. In this game, you can teleport as much as you humanly want so long as you have the energy to teleport. The way they calculate how teleport works is that an initial price of teleport energy will cost you, it'll cost you an initial price to jump even 1 star system. From one to the other, it'll have a base value. I think it's between 100 and 130 energy. And then from there, it all depends on how many star systems you got to get through. Because you don't teleport exactly to the point that you want, but you go through every star system that is linked to the point that you want in order to get there. So if you, for example, want to teleport all the way to 342 down here, you're going to have to make your way through what looks like 3057, 3144, 3145, 3033, and then 3041, 3035, 3039, and then 3095, the 8 star systems that I would have to go through. And so the cost would increase per star system you got to jump. I can tell you that if I show you really quickly a further jump, if we actually try to get this done and we go in here and do teleport. Oh, we didn't want to do that. No animation for us. And we go into teleport right here. You see it'll cost me 222 points to make it here. The thing about teleport points is you have 1,000 of them and they regen at 3 points an hour or 72 a day. Once you're out of energy teleporting energy, you're stuck. You can't move no more unless, of course, you click on the plus and you resupply with the correct items, or you spend corium. I believe it's like 300 corium for 100 energy or 400 corium for 100 energy to up that back so you can get out. My personal recommendation is teleport away. Just make sure you have enough to at least make it back to your hive. And we are right now saving teleport energy because as you progress towards zone 2, in our case, we're about to take a pass up here, but our territory might end up somewhere further this way. We might decide to jump all the way, let's say here. And in that case, we're going to need a boatload of energy to hop a ton of these star systems to make it to our destination. So a small tip that I have for you guys is teleport away, but I would definitely try to save like 400-ish energy for teleport so you can get from the space right next to the pass and all the way to the other side of the zone 2 if you have to. If you don't have that energy, that's completely fine. You can always stay back in zone 1 when zone 2 opens up and work your energy up and then teleport forward. There are other ways to teleport we'll talk about in the future, but teleport energy, very important. Keep your eye on it. Daily missions on this game are actually very weird because it's the one game that I really don't notice the daily quests consistently, and that's really bad. When you click on missions, you have daily missions in here and a bunch of little quests you need to do in order to gain points, and your final reward is a sweet flagship blueprint potential chest, a legendary one. Very good chest. You get here 500 credits, which is the equivalent of one crew member, one crew call up essentially. Another 250 here, so you get 1.5 every day, so you can use the 1 to get the 1 crew time quest and then keep the half for another day. Kind of crazy. It self-sustains. It's really cool. But you really got to make sure you get these done. They are very lucrative, but they're a little bit tedious and annoying. My personal recommendation is to train troops based on this. That way you easily finish it real quick. And from there, you just keep doing your thing. I let this kind of dictate what I'm going to do today. And I just need to make sure that we get to that 340 always. Get to that 340 every day. They kind of disappear behind the missions and the develop missions, which we're all trying to get through. But daily missions, very important. Very important. Our final point here is actually more for the pay-to-win players and really good news for the free-to-play players. Because when you're spending money in this game, believe it or not, the best packs are the cheapest ones. As the pack gets more expensive, the value of the pack actually goes down, which is very different than any other game that I've played so far, where the top $100 bundles are the ones that are the really good and beneficial ones and are the ones that everybody prefers to get over getting just the small ones. In this game, it's the other way around. Every 3 days or so, the packs will reset. You'll get some brand new specials, brand new everything, and the cheaper packs, the lower tier packs, the $2, $3, $5 packs, $7 packs, all the way to the $10 packs are really packing a huge percentage. You can see 2,200 value. And as you go up, you've lost 400%. 400% in value between the $5 bundle and the $20 bundle. So think about bundles that have much higher depth. The more of it you buy, look at the difference in here in the value you get out of it. So this is a good indicator for those of you who are going to start spend on the small packs consistently rather than maxing out all the time. And even if you do max out, all is good. It's completely fine. That's how it needs to be. But if you're going to go crazy, go crazy. If not, small spenders, you can spend a few bucks here and there and still get very good value. The best value out there is for the small spenders. Just an FYI. And those are a couple of points and tips about this game as we start our series with guides and tips on the Galactic Gekko channel. On this channel, we're going to give you more progress of our community. We're going to stream once a week. We're going to also show you a few tips and tricks of how we did things including a guide coming out very soon on the Outer Rim Fortresses level 1 and level 2. I'm going to show you some footage in action and explanation on the Galactic Gekko channel. But in here, we'll show you our attempt and what we did good and what we did bad. And all of our alliances that I recorded, kind of what worked out better and worse for them. Until now, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you guys join us into the galactic journey. Even if you're not in Nebula 14, you can still use the link down below to support the channel and let them know that you guys came from our community. And I'll see you guys in a Rise of Kingdoms video tomorrow. Take care and have a good one. Peace.